What's going on? Kevin the Tech Ninja here, and today we got the Galaxy Note 9 right in front of me. And a big thank you to AT&T, my rep. She is wonderful. I told her I couldn't make it to the event, so she sent me her personal unit to make a video on, and now I'm done with it because my unit from Samsung came in. So thank you so much, AT&T, for hooking me up. And let's talk about the Note 9, my experiences with it over these past few days, things I don't like, things I do like, and what I'm looking forward to find out more in my actual review. This is the Galaxy Note 9. In America, it comes in two colors. You have this purplish lilac, and then we have this blue color here. With the purple version of the Note 9, the stylus is also purple, but what's really unique about the blue version is that it has this yellow S Pen. Now the phone is beautiful. Number one, Samsung always makes an extremely good looking phone. No one can argue that at all. The phone is made from glass, and with glass you get fingerprints, you get smudges, dust shows up like crazy. And that's one thing I don't like about all glass phones, even though OnePlus has the same issue in the S9 and iPhone 10. And for a phone like this, it's just really nice to look at, but it's just very slippery and it just gets smudgy and things like that. So I do recommend grabbing a case or even a D-brand skin. D-brand would just kind of change the way your phone looks. And since we only have two colors, you can then get something sweet like this black camel or black dragon, and then you're good to go. Hit the links down below to D-brand your device. Now what's good about a glass back that Samsung does very well is wireless charging, and that's what I like about the glass back on this phone, and just the overall feel of this phone and the ergonomics, the in-hand experience and all those things. Now I will tell you that I have larger hands, 6'2". Don't let the video fool you. I'm a taller guy, so me getting to the edge of the phone, getting to the top, getting to the bottom of the phone is not really hard. But for a lot of people, this is a larger phone, and you know, the Note is made for Note fans. Like this, the Note is not going to convert anyone over, but the Note is made for people who love the Note, if that makes sense. And also people who just love the latest and greatest in tech, as Samsung pushes the envelope. And historically, they've pushed it a little bit further with the Note. I won't say they've been pushing it that much further now, but the Note line has been known as Samsung's premium, Explorer line of phones, where they've always tried something new and tried something different. So big ups to them. Let's talk about some of the features that I really dig. So if you have a Note 8, I don't think upgrading to a Note 9 is a big deal, as a Note 8 is still a fantastic phone. But you do have a larger battery, so you do have a 4,000 milliamp battery on here, which obviously is going to increase your battery life and help you out in that department. Also, we still have the Bigsby Button right here, the Bigsby Button, which can, with third-party apps, I believe it can be remapped, but you can also turn it off if you wish. I'm just not, you know, I gave Bigsby a chance once again, and it sort of just lets me down. I like Google Assistant. I think Google Assistant is better, but Bigsby did have an update where you can kind of see how it looks here. It looks a little bit different. You know, you can ask it for questions and do things like that, but I prefer Google Now. It integrates a lot better for me, and that's sort of my voice assistant of choice. On the back, it's you know, kind of interesting here. The fingerprint scanner is up here, which actually isn't bad. It's a little bit easier to reach, which is nice. And then we have our two cameras here, and it's sort of a different color of purple. You have this light purple around it, and then you have this dark purple on the inside, which I think is actually kind of cool. It's kind of a cool look to me. Of course, you have the edges that are sort of curved on the bit, sort of curved towards these edges. I remember when the S7 Edge came out, everyone was like, oh man, I'm gonna get the Edge variant. I'm like, dude, for now on, the Edge is gonna be the regular phone. I was telling people that, and that I was sort of testing it. So here we are with the Note 9 Edge, I guess, because it's bent towards the edge right here. We have the home button that you press in, and then you can get into your phone, and then you can do the face to unlock, or you can also do the fingerprint on the back. Now, software-wise, you're not going to see anything that you haven't seen before. Pretty much everything that you've seen with any Samsung device, you're still seeing it. If you haven't been with Samsung for a couple of years, then you will be in for a treat, as the Samsung OS, in my opinion, has gotten much lighter and a lot better. So everything obviously is going to be very fluid and very fast. And then when you pull the S Pen out, that's where you really get into the special features of the phone. The S Pen now is Bluetooth, so it can actually operate off the screen too. So for example, if we go into camera, the S Pen, let's go to regular auto. So the S Pen operates as sort of a camera assistant. So if I double click on the S Pen, it goes to selfie, double click again, it goes back to auto. I'm sorry, it goes back to the back camera. Also, if you actually just click on the camera, it takes the picture. Click on the S Pen, my apologies. It takes the picture for you. So you do have control. It is an open SDK, so some apps can take advantage of that. There is one with, like, you're doing a PowerPoint, you click it once to go to the next slide, click it twice to go back, and things like that. Since we're in the camera, I will say the camera is, in my opinion, it's the exact same of what you saw on the Note 8 and also the S9 and S9 Plus. It's an okay camera. Google is smashing the game with cameras right now. So I don't know, I think Samsung needs to do something. I just think their software optimization isn't quite there yet, and I think they're over filtering pictures. But overall, I think the pictures do look pretty good. I was kind of playing around with the camera here a little bit, not this. Just taking some nice photos. I mean, you do have this really nice color, this HDR effect right here. It actually looks really, really good. But yeah, it can be, I think the camera can be a lot better, especially in low light, but I still think it's a pretty decent camera. When we pop over to the S Pen, you have the screen write, live message, translate, pinup. I like Glance. So the way Glance works, if you go to the S Pen, you launch Glance, it puts the app right here in this little corner right here. And if you hold the S Pen over it, it brings the app back up. So let's say you're doing two things at once, and let's say you're reading something and you want to kind of get back to it. You kind of hold your pen over it, and bam, it pops up. You can kind of look at it, and then you can kind of do your thing, and then you can kind of go back and bring it back down if you want. Really, really nice. I really do like this Glance feature. I can see myself using this quite often, and it's kind of one of the newer things here with the S Pen. Also, in here, under shortcuts, there's a couple things like coloring books and things like that. I may not be into the coloring book type of thing, but you do have the options for that too. I would say out of my time using this, the day-to-day operation is very similar to the Note 8, and that's a good thing. I love the Note 8, and if you can improve on the Note 8, then I think you're doing pretty well in my opinion. I'm extremely happy with this phone. Regardless, guys, I really do like this phone. I think it's good. There are a couple things that I really don't like about it, especially the build. This fingerprint magnet is just rough to really use, but I do love wireless charging, and it's an okay trade-off because I do use cases and skins and things like that. But anyways, wanted to make a very somewhat brief video talking about my experiences with the Note 9 over the past couple days. I'm gonna do a full review of this phone. I like to use it for about a month before I can really get into it, but I kind of want it to be very casual, sit down in front of a camera and just talk to you about what I've seen with this phone and how I feel and my unfiltered opinions. Anyways, guys, Kevin the Tech Ninja here. If you like this video, I cover everything from the smart home to the smart phone, and this is a smart phone, and we're in my smart home. Anyways, guys, take care. Peace. KTTN, say it again. Tell a friend that it's him again. Yo, real talk, opinions gonna be sharper than 4K. Scope squad, eat it up, simmer it, saute. Ninja got reviews and rants galore. You